Hello, everyone. I'm so sorry that you just lost the music. I promise it'll come back for just a moment. But yeah, hello. Hello. It's Anoxy again, like I said I would do. We are going to stream a second time today. I don't know how long the stream's going to be for. Yes, my head looks huge. I'm hiding my headphones with my hood. I'm wearing a very apropos outfit today. Very spacey. I forgot to crack open my cold one. Hold on. Where's my little cracker thing? Oh, there it is. There's my little cracker thing. 1 second. So, I'm doing pretty much everything in the rule of 3 today. 1, 2, which this one actually goes over here. And more Vernors, because I still feel like absolute hell. So, Vernors. Monster because caffeine. And water because hydration because complicated houseplant. So, Anyway, thank you so much for everyone who's been here throughout all this. I know that it's been kind of a bit of touch and go. A little bit of an interesting setup. I will be eating once again on stream because unfortunately I stream when I get a moment to myself, but I also eat when I get a moment to myself. Today it's just essentially bougie SpaghettiOs. I have no shame for that. So, as we left off, we were actually on the Ebon Hawk. We had finally, after Lord knows how long, gotten off of Peragus. So, yay. We got through Peragus. We have with us in our party on our ship Atten Rand, T3M4, and Kreia. And we have met, but not actually conversed. Well, not met, really. We have seen, but not conversed with a very interesting looking Sith Lord who apparently wants to warn us of something. So that's kind of interesting. Things that we learned on Peragus: we are an exiled Jedi. We are supposedly the last of the Jedi, and we are currently being hunted by, at minimum, a series of droids. Because there is, or at least one droid, but I'm assuming it's a series because a few of the notes talked about the HK series. So that tells me if one is, then all are. And no, I'm not saying that because I played this game. I'm literally just basing it off of, hey. So, we know that. And we also know that it's based out of Nar Shaddaa, which, background lore for Nar Shaddaa. Nar Shaddaa is a planet mildly like Tatooine in the fact that it is under Hutt control. It is a crime planet. It is very much like Coruscant in the fact that the entire place is a city. Or most of it's a city. It's not a very pretty planet, and most of the times we talk about Nar Shaddaa and we see Nar Shaddaa in books and games. It is full city. So there's that. Hello, Chris. I can do that. I just play Star Wars because I don't own any Star Trek games. I should probably buy some. Anyway, we're going to hop right into it. For a while, my camera will be on, probably about 11:30. I'm going to turn it off. And then we will keep playing because my son will be home and I have to not have him on camera. So, let's get into it with my bougie-ass SpaghettiOs and my 3 drinks. So, loading! And for those who don't remember, our first thing we needed to do was go talk to Kreia because bitch lost her hand. She also thinks that Atten's stupid, but we're not gonna go there. But yeah, she lost her hand. And, we felt it. So that's an interesting combination of events. I do apologize that you did not get to go to dialysis today. I hope you're alright. My child was coughing himself to death last night. because of allergies, and I don't know if this is allergies or if I legit have a sinus infection, but it sucks. Anyway, so we are going to walk around the ship. We did see the ship when we were doing the prologue. This is the cockpit. So there's that. Galaxy map is a thing. Astrogation system is locked down right now. It can only go to Telos. It's the only place we've got. This room's pretty empty. I mean, it has the security system, which just allows us to look, like, at the cameras, you know? We're in communications. Engine room. There's little T3 doing his stuff. Exit ramp, pretty empty looking, because we're in the middle of space. Garage, which I am so confused about the fact that this ship has a garage. Main hold, which is just this main room, main sort of meeting area. The med bay. The port dormitory. The starboard dormitory. And the storage compartment, which happens to have something in it that I just realized I screwed up. So, we're gonna run into a problem. You remember that HK droid that I really didn't like, that I really wanted to get away from on Peragus? Yeah, that HK droid happens to have... Where in the world is my... There it is. That HK droid happens to have a part on it that I need for this motherfudger. This looks like the remains of an HK unit, but older and more corroded than the one you encountered on Peragus. Its power core still carries a charge, but a number of critical parts appear to be missing. Diagnose the droid. Oh, he don't like that. Well, I would take some if it would help you. It looks as if the droid is missing 4 critical components: its droid processor or replacement droid chassis, the control cluster that's supposed to be stored in the chassis, and its vocabulator. I would have one of those parts right now if I had checked the body on Peragus. So, now I have to either buy one of those or hopefully find it in the wild on its own. That's a feeling. I didn't even think about that. We are going to get to Kreia eventually, but I want to talk to little T3 first. Do you know where it came from? Nope. I had other questions for you. Do you know how you got here? You're deliberately avoiding answering. Were you on the Ebon Hawk with Kreia? But where did the Ebon Hawk come from? I love how we don't get to know what he's actually saying. We just kind of have to assume based on my answer. So there's that. I feel like he's hiding something from me. Silence. You're deliberately avoiding answering. I'll be careful. I just want to make sure you're alright. Failure! I mean, I just gained influence with him at least. So let's try that one again. Do you know... Nope, still don't have enough with him. Never mind. I'm gonna have to talk to him again. Because I will legitimately want to follow that path. Because that's something new for me. You do look like you've suffered a lot of damage over the years, though, you poor little bastard. How much damage? I don't know. He's so happy. Let's hope this doesn't fail. just accidentally hurt him. I didn't mean to hurt him. But we hurt the droid. Do you know? I really want to know if I can get... Yes! You were trying to rebuild him? This is a new set for me. I've never been able to ask this question. To protect me? Question? Why are you trying to protect me with an assassin droid that's also trying to kill me? Yes, well, I know that you're not a combat model. Alright, where did you get it from? Any idea how its parts got scattered? I had to ask. Do you know where I can find them? Yeah, I'll check with droid merchants. And I'm going to be going for now. So we gained some experience. Although, hilariously, he didn't say where he got it from. He just said he was trying to rebuild it. So, he never said where he got it from, though. Interesting setup.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give. That does not surprise
I felt
me.
your hand, bitch, and I don't like it.
You hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it.
So, like, I want to say I would have protected you, but honestly, I'm just going to give condolences for the loss.
Save your pity. I am here to save you, not the other way around.
We should work together, though.
I do not need your condescension nor your lectures. If anyone needs training and guidance, it is you. I do not
You're just
know.
going to be a bitch, aren't you?
I fear that. The consequences would have been more
Hello,
extreme.
Feifei. Again, molten carbonite. Carbonite, in my experience, is cold. Why do they keep calling it
And
hot?
the sensation you would feel upon my death might be less than that, though much quicker.
Would it have been lethal?
Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
I mean, I'm down to test it. I think we should work together.
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus.
Okay. Does our connection have
It
advantages?
seems the force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the force to heal or strengthen ourselves,
On
the
chatting
other
screen
is
for some
aided as
reason.
well.
I'm sorry. Nice.
A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks. I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it.
Well, we can't keep running.
It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey.
It's
All
the friends we
paths
make
will take
along
us
the
to
way.
end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough.
Enough for what?
Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights,
I'm
but
not.
as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain.
Hold on.
Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see.
Y'all are gonna see me do some weird shit because here's what's hilarious. On this screen, on my OBS, I see my game. But I'm going to assume, per the chat, that I'm not actually showing my game. So that tells me it got stuck on the talking screen. So I'm going to filter through some and see if it does anything. Oh, hold on. My OBS just froze. Why are you doing this? Okay, so you changed. Okay, let me see. Let me see if this works. I hope this works. Okay. So I saw the screen change on this side 3 times. I'm hoping that it worked for y'all. I'm going to wait for confirmation because I do have someone in chat who warned me that I wasn't on the right screen. Okay, good, it worked. I don't know what happened. Because when I clicked it over and moved to the game, it showed a change on my OBS, but it didn't apparently transfer it. But my OBS also froze the moment I clicked on it, so... Oh, Lord knows. Okay. What if we find no
Then
trace?
I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes.
Awesome.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos.
He feels odd to me.
He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one.
Oh, she's
His
so
thoughts are
mean.
slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first and his allies next.
Damn it.
If I were you, I would see to that. Watch that one.
Okay, so we're gonna
His
say
thoughts are
that.
slippery. I do not.
Okay, that didn't change anything.
If
Let's
I
see
were
if I
you,
can talk
would-
to her. I had other questions
Ask,
for you.
and I will answer.
Can you tell me what's happened?
Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5.
So that's a bit of KOTOR that y'all aren't privy to. Malachor 5 is a planet. It was the end of the Mandalorian Wars.
As you know, Revan and Malak went to war against the Mandalorians, and you followed under Revan's banner.
Yeah,
As
duh.
Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic. Revan
Jedi
and
Civil
Malak
War was next.
and all the Jedi that served them turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still.
Okay, so here's an interesting tidbit. Notice that this particular character, me, keeps saying that they don't know what happened. But Kreia just point blank said that all of the Jedi that followed. So whatever thing that happened, right, had to have happened before the Jedi Civil War, but during and or right after the Mandalorian War. Just a small tidbit to remember. I have so much fun with those. How were Malak and the Sith defeated?
As all Sith do, without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War.
Does Revan
No
still
one
live?
knows. Certainly not I. After defeating Malak, Revan left the Republic, and there are none who know where she has gone.
It is said that the Sith remnants turned on themselves after Revan defeated Malak, reducing Korriban to ruin as the Republic still bleeds and struggles for life. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know.
Korriban's another fun planet. Nice little tidbit reference there. Korriban is essentially the Sith, not necessarily homeworld, but it is where they tend to go. There's multiple tombs on Korriban. There's a lot of Sith relics on Korriban, so.
It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps.
Oh god,
The
certain point of view
Jedi
crap.
Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive.
I hate to say this, but I'm gonna. Honestly, if it's weak, it didn't deserve to win.
Perhaps. It is sometimes
No!
difficult to find the truth in the Jedi Civil War. Was it the Republic that defeated Malak, or was it Revan? If it was Revan, then the Republic was never truly tested.
So I'm gonna say this. That little noise you just heard. And why I yelled no. Like a freshly, modified Darth Vader finding out his wife is dead. That gave me dark side points.
A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve
This
definition
bitch
in
talks in
conflict.
riddles.
They find themselves or find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive.
I feel like she's like legitimately an anarchist. Though maybe it is a good thing it's standing on its own.
We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers,
Ow.
and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the
is going
strength
on
of the
my phone?
Republic. It is aimed at you.
Oh, wait, what? Why is it directed against me?
The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come.
That's both deep and absolutely terrifying. I'm just gonna say it. I think I've heard enough.
I would see to...
Will do. So I gained dark side points, but absolutely no
If I were you,
influence
I
with her.
ask.
I need to know more about the Sith
These
hunting
Sith,
us.
They seek the
I want to
death of
see
all Jedi,
how much
as have
influence I
all the
really
Sith
need for this.
since the Jedi Order was first split.
First.
The Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith, but in their hearts they never forgot the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did.
So, what's really interesting here is, if you follow lore, this has happened like a cycle, over and over and over again. And yet we just like we people in this particular galaxy, when you're in it and you're a part of it, they're just like, yeah, no, this is totally fine. Nothing needs to happen to change the Jedi. We're fine. They just keep having suicidal civil wars every few years. It's cool. It's cool.
In a manner of
But
speaking,
they do seem different.
they are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered.
It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are exterminated. After all the Jedi are gone, then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign, unchecked.
They were kind of weak.
I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Paragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes, or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come.
Sorry about that. That was my son's school letting me know that they're having a lockdown drill and not to go up to the school building. And I'm like, okay, I won't. I think I've heard enough. Will do. Okay. So we know a little bit. We also lost some influence with her, but that's fine. On to Telos, I guess. It's really the only option we've got. Actually, hold on. Where's the garage? I forgot where the garage is. Garage! Garage. Garage? Upgrade items. Okay, he could technically have it upgraded. That could be upgraded. Interesting. Vibroblade, upgrade item. We're gonna put a Zabrak grip on. We're gonna take off the Ionite edge, add a Deveronian edge. There's a reason for that. Assemble. We can leave the Achani battle armor on for a moment. We're gonna take this. Okay, there we go. Nice and balanced. Should do some extra damage. Hello, Lexi. Hello, hello. Oh, there's a lab station in here now. What? What? This was not here before. It was kind of cool. I mean, it might have been. I don't know. I don't remember there being a lab station there. That's cool. That is not where I wanted to go. The cake. Alright. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Alright, let's go to... Well, I actually have to talk to Atten, I guess.
How's our passenger? She's still aging? What a surprise. Just so you Jedi know, the whole cryptic routine isn't mysterious, it's just irritating. If you really can see the future, you should be at the Bazak table. I have to agree with him, honestly. The cryptic routine gets more. I don't think she's a Jedi, though. Then she must be royalty. Because she's got to be queen of the galaxy to bark out orders like that. Or maybe she's senile.
I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good-looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that.
I'm gonna say this. I said it again when he was like, you know, flirting with me when I was in my weird underwear. But, bro, how long were you in jail that, like, you think Kreia might have been...
Hey, I just got out of prison.
Also, he's
If we
supposed
had
to
a
be
decent
typing into the
navigomputer,
console to
trust me, we'd be
navigate the
dropping out of
ship.
hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now. After spacing that old witch, of course. Whoa, all right. Don't get mad at me. Hey, I didn't ask her to stay behind and get her hand cut off, okay? I mean, I appreciate what she did and all, but she could stand to lay off the insults herself, you know?
Honestly, yeah, getting empathy from you.
Well, how much water you get from a stone depends what planet you're on, sister.
Anyway,
Like
are we still
have
on
a
course for
choice?
Telos?
It's the only place Paragus had logged in their astrogation charts. Well, if you thought Paragus was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life. Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map
Planetary
if you want. It's on the wall behind
CPR!
you. Oh, no. Look, I respect your privacy. I mean, when have I ever asked you any questions? I mean, besides that one.
Do you know anything about it?
Not much. Except sounds like it was after you. As far as I'm concerned, you handled that pretty well. No more droid, no more problem.
What would make droids? When do protocol droids? I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah, well, you got me there. Look, droids, I don't trust them. That one we fought, some of them are built like that. Others just, well, break. In the head. Sometimes conflicting orders cause it. Give a droid too much data or tell it to do something it can't do, it'll crack their behavior module in half. Others just don't get memory wipes and they start going crazy. Speaking of which, I think that little trash compactor's long overdue. Trust me, droids were made to break. And most of all, they're predictable and stupid.
I feel like he had a bad run-in with a droid. Like, just one time. What do you mean it's not much use?
Well, the astrogation system is voice printed and locked down, but that T3 unit is doubling as the astrogation system. You can try to plot a course, but without that T3 unit to perform the calculations, you'd probably plow us into a star. As long as he doesn't steal the ship, we should be all right.
Who voice printed it, though?
I have no idea. Previous owner, maybe? Love to get it overhauled, but that's a major job. Besides, the droid will be good enough for now.
The droid that you don't like. The droid that you don't trust. That droid. The droid that's droiding.
Takes all kinds. Maybe someone didn't want anybody taking the ship out of the system, or knowing where the ship had been. Smugglers do it all the time in case the Republic decides to board them. Or so I hear. So, what happened?
Here's the best part. I get to pick my lightsaber.
Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Paragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours?
Exiles aren't allowed to keep them.
Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi?
Now this is where it gets interesting. Personally, I am a polearm kind of person, so a double-bladed saber is totally better, in my opinion. However, in games, I am usually a two-handed wielder, which means I would need a single hilt. I'm gonna do single hilt.
Huh. Figures. It wasn't red, was it?
Honestly, both blade and crystal would be unique for me.
Yeah? Unique how?
Blue, green... I'm gonna say Viridian, because Viridian is just such a fun little color to say.
Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make
Ow.
those Sith
I just
think twice before
bumped my
coming
mic.
after us.
Honestly, I think having it would make him hunt me harder.
Alright, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
He drives me up a wall. Telos, Citadel Station. So here is sort of like an idea of what the planet looks like. And what you can see underneath is the planet. This is all like a big ass space station. But here we go. It's like a city, but in space. Here comes the fun bit.
Attention, this is Citadel Station Bay Control, Dock Module 126. Please remain where you are. Lieutenant Dahlgren will arrive shortly to meet you. That is all.
I don't like the sound of that. If they think we caused
hate
the
Dahlgren.
explosion... Uh-oh. Here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Gren, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Paragas mining facility.
Are we under arrest?
You haven't been formally charged, but you will be placed under house arrest pending the results of our investigation. Due to the nature of the investigation, I have no specific timetable to offer you. In the meantime, your ship and any droids will have to be given over for safekeeping. Yes, that includes you. You are a droid, so you will be detained. In addition,
you
we will
are
have
a
to take your
droid,
personal
motherfucker.
arms and armor until the completion of our inquiry.
Will I be able to get it back?
If you are cleared of any involvement, your personal effects will be returned to you. You will be held briefly in the TSF station until living quarters can be arranged, at which point you will be placed under house arrest. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Good.
Fine, I'll
Men will
cooperate.
relieve you of any arms and armor. Please follow me.
Tell me I'm not going to jail again.
Nah, you're going to jail again, bro. Like, we're just gonna be honest. You're going to jail again. Now, if I were a man, this character would be important, but I am not a man, so this character is not important. I will have to play a male character, though. We'll have to... This will probably be a game I play 2 or 3 times on stream. So,
You will be held here briefly.
Or
Living
at least
quarters are
record
being
it.
arranged for you and your companions as we speak.
Ow.
Someone will return shortly to escort you to an apartment in residential module 082.
I understand. I have questions, but I understand. You know.
Well, we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
I don't know how you're supposed to get comfortable in those things. Like, they cause mild electro... I mean, I guess what Cray is doing is comfortable.
Someone is coming. So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit, I'm a little disappointed.
They animated the face for this character so perfectly to that voice, because that voice is just breathy enough, just sort of almost, like, nasal and ratty enough that it's just like, oh, I don't like it.
The exchange has a bounty on Jedi, you know. You're worth quite a bit of money.
The exchange, huh? I'm pretty sure some 2-bit pistol jockey like yourself isn't one of them.
Hey? I'm more than skilled enough to work for the exchange.
You bounty hunters couldn't even win a fair fight. You're the cheapest, most worthless mercenary scum in the galaxy. I'd
Why
hire
are
a
you making
Mandalorian
him
over your
mad?
in a second.
No Mandalorian could match my skills.
Why, Atten?
No Mandalorian could have been clever enough to infiltrate this station, taken the identity of one of the guards,
Then what? Overloaded our force cage fields and made it look like an accident? You probably don't even have the guts to fight me. Pathetic.
Don't think overloading your cages had not occurred to me. You're wanted alive, but I doubt
Why?
anyone will care
Why,
as
you
long as I bring them your
antagonistic son of a
corpse.
bitch?
Like I said, the exchange has put out a huge bounty on Jedi. I'm just looking forward to early retirement.
How are you gonna get away with
Security
this?
cameras have mysteriously shorted out. There will be no witnesses to your escape attempt, during which I'll have been forced to kill you. By the time the TSF realize I'm not one of them, I will be far from this place.
Oh, I really don't wish to fight you.
Come, Jedi. It is time to die.
Hey, leave her alone. You want to fight? Then try me, if you've got the guts.
You have goaded me once, and you shall not do so twice. But I shall dispose of all of you eventually. And an old woman, a fool, and a broken Jedi are no match to my skills.
So you're gonna 1v3, even with a blaster. You're gonna 1v3, and hope that that's enough.
This shall not stop us for long.
The security cameras are... What? What's going on here?
Man down! Quick! Call a medic!
All right, Jedi. I want you to
And
back
of
up
course,
slowly.
everyone all
Hands
runs
in front
in.
of you. Into the force cage. Cooperate, and we won't have to gun you down.
Come on, Lieutenant. They've already killed... who is that? Is that Batu Rem?
Rem's no
He said he was an assassin.
Batu Rem is on leave. He shouldn't even be on the station. This man isn't him.
Well, how did he manage to get in here
That's
then?
something we're going to have to look into. I can tell you that it can't have been easy.
And what's gonna happen
We've
now?
arranged for an apartment in residential module 082. You'll
I like
stay
how
there
it was
under house arrest
082
until our
before.
investigation of the
It was
Paragas matter is
082, now it's
complete.
0.
You'll be under
All nice and-
TSF protection. I'll personally clear any visitors to your quarters, and we'll investigate this incident to the best of our ability.
No. Another
Officer,
investigation.
get Lieutenant Yima a report of this incident. She'll look into this. The rest of you come with me. We'll escort you to the apartment in 082 immediately.
I don't want another investigation.
These will serve as your quarters for the duration of your house arrest. 2 officers will be stationed outside at all times. Again, I'll clear any visitors. There won't be another incident.
But just to be on the safe side, why don't you leave us a blaster or two?
Even he's like, no. How long will I be
I
here?
can't say. We have a ship examining what's left of the Paragas facility now, so your stay might be brief. We'll keep you informed.
Now, this is a step up from a force cage, at least.
If there are any problems, we'll use the wall terminal to contact you. Let's go.
I love the almost loading screen
isn't good.
hip cock you
We've got to
stand
get off
at.
this station.
What do you think the TSF is going to find at Paragas? That could bring the Sith...
You know what? Forget it. As long as we're trapped here, it doesn't matter.
We cannot stay in any one place too long, but our path has brought us here for a reason. I must meditate on this.
Yeah, that reason's called a
meantime, we
locked
should rest.
navigation
Yeah, you go ahead
chart.
and
Navigation
meditate.
chart.
As for me,
Blah.
I could use some sleep.
We're going to rest. That looks like the least restful position I've ever been in my life. Like, crisscross applesauce is fine and all, but nah. Communication console. Let's accept the call.
Excuse me, you have a caller. Moza, representing the Ithorian planet
I love
restoration interests
Ithorians.
on Telos. Lieutenant Grenz cleared him if you...
Yep.
Very well.
Send him in.
I'll let him in now.
I already know what this conversation is about, but y'all don't know what this conversation is about, so we're gonna... They're like snails with legs. What is this about? Nope. No. I've heard absolutely nothing, bro. I just got here. First Republic funded us generally see hoping to those to a model of restoration. Ah, so this is capitalism. That's what's going on here. How can I help? Sense something echo in the forest. Heal me? Oh, I know I'm damaged, bro. Like, I don't need a spiritual leader to tell me I'm
Perhaps
damaged.
Shodahabat should turn his eyes to his own people, if they truly suffer so.
Yeah, I'll speak with you later when I'm free. Might as well.
Now perhaps we will be able to rest uninterrupted.
You're funny. Like, really? Never gonna happen. Oh, God. Fine.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. I am attempting to connect you with Executive Officer Jana Lorso. May I put you through?
Oh, I hate this woman, but we're gonna do it anyway.
I will connect you now. Good day.
Thank you for accepting my call. As my assistant no doubt informed you, I am Jana Lorso.
I've always wondered, are those tattoos or are those like part of her species?
I understand that you were approached by an Athorian.
Because she's a
earlier.
humanoid, obviously.
Doubtless he tried to obtain your help, attempting to purchase it with imposed guilt and veiled threats.
I mean, I don't recall him threatening me.
And I suppose he didn't mention the exchange, helping you with any problems here? In other words, the Athorians won't lead the exchange to you if you work with them.
No.
Well, no matter. My apologies. I never
That would be
intended
you.
to waste your time discussing Athorians. I believe you're a person of
I hate
influence,
this woman.
someone I'd like on my side, rather than aiding the Athorians, whose quasi-mysticism and bumbling foolishness is standing in the way of progress and profit. I'm not asking for your help, though. I'm offering you a job. Work for Zerka and be handsomely rewarded. You'd be helping yourself. If you're interested, please visit our offices here in Residential 082. B44 will know what to do when you arrive.
I'll come by when I can.
Good luck with that messy investigation, and I hope to see you shortly.
We should get back to bed. Whenever they decide...
I get it. Okay, I do. Restoring the planet takes time.
Explain something to me.
I do not have
I
the
hate
years
capitalism.
required, nor the desire to indulge you.
If she served in the war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, and what remains? They rely on it, depend on it more than they know. Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber, and you will see nothing more than a woman, or a man, a child.
But to lose so much... I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability. For a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
She has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that she turned away from war, did all that she could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do her a disservice by not speaking of this while she is present.
I've come to inform you that the Telosian government has completed its inspection of what's left of the Paragas facility. It appears that the Harbinger had indeed been present, though it was gone when our ships arrived and was responsible for the station's destruction. Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search.
Well, why, though?
To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger.
How long do I
The
have to stay?
sojourn is already en route, likely not more than a few standard days. Feel free to use these quarters during your stay.
Is my
The
ship
vessel's
still
IND is
impounded?
complete. please visit the TSF station in Entertainment Module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork at the front desk.
The Ebon Hawk should be transferred from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave.
There we go. Awesome. What about my
After filling out
droid?
the paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
Sorry, I apologize for that.
Well, now what? We can't just stick around. We need to find a way off
Don't
the
want to click
station.
my pen too
Whether
much
it's
while
the
you
Ebon
guys
Hawk
are
or some
listening.
other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd.
It's also where the exchange is, bro.
Hey, everyone needs to get lost once in a while. Get away from something, you know? It's no big deal.
What do you think,
It is
Kreia?
difficult to say. I feel we came to Telos for a reason, but we may have spent too much time here already. Even if the Harbinger was destroyed at Paragus, more Sith could already be on their way. Still,
True.
there is a chance we might learn of other Jedi here on the planet's surface. Jedi who might help us restore your abilities or sever the link between us.
Well, what do you think?
Stay or go. We gotta find
Makes
a ship.
sense. I'll follow your lead.
Okay, so. Arrested! Lieutenant Gren has released you from house arrest, but you must remain on board Citadel Station until the Republic completes its own investigation of the Paragus incident. You may use apartment C3 in residential module 082 until the investigation is complete and you are free to leave. Ebon Hawk's IND. Lieutenant Gren told you that the Ebon Hawk's IND is complete, but you must visit the TSF station in Entertainment Module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork to get it and the rest of your belongings out of impound. Circa call, Jana Lorso, capitalism! Moza, not capitalism, but still semi-capitalism, decided to come about. And False Batu, or Batu, an assassin disguised as Batu Rem, a TSF officer on Citadel Station, made an attempt on your life while you were imprisoned there. It might be worth trying to find out who hired him and why. So, we are free to go. Let's leave this. And let's see what's in these other apartments, because I'm not above semi-stealing right now. That one's locked. Ooh, hey. Apartment complex C. I'm very into just opening every door I can at first. Like, I know where I need to go, but I don't want to go there. That's locked. I told your boss already I'm getting your credits. You're not for the exchange. What do you want? I don't know. What does a droid exchange want with you? I don't have a droid. Let's see. Alright, so it looks like he sells a lot of stuff for... Yeah. Oh, he sells a computer spike infinitely. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so we have found somewhere we can get computer spikes. Securita! That's impossible. Apartment complex A. A3. Ooh, there's a field pistol. A2. I do realize I'm taking people's stuff and no, I don't really care right now.
Hey, what? Looked like you were doing.
I'll be going.
Now get out of.
I'm going, damn. Oh, he becomes important later. Who are you? His Leku are so shiny for some reason.
Tavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo
Oh,
bagaragawanda
I have an
yaitua
ad on
ulwanji yuma. Tonghite mosi jochia yumba litawa ebawa toneruta.
Alright, so I'm going to stop right here for just a moment. I'm going to put my Be Right Back screen on. And when the ad is over on Twitch, I will be back. So, just one moment, y'all. That moment when you try to beat the clock and you don't beat the clock, but hey, you're trying. So, I'm going to move back over to the game. Also going to kind of watch and wait for a moment to make sure that it actually transfers over so it doesn't do what it did before. Because again, on my screen, I see the game. What's it doing on my other? Oh, hold on. School's calling. One moment. Okay. Hello. That was weird. So, I thought that was a school. Because it was just said emergency contact, and no, that is not a school. That was my partner letting me know that he got out of work early, so he'll be home. I'm gonna put my hood back up because I actually like having my hood up on this outfit. Anyway, so we are talking to Hara, who who has a mild problem, obviously, and obviously, gambling was the issue.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Then what's the problem, bro?
Jikono tayo yun na palawalit ba siya makaranwa ni rotu guru ni churota.
But you did.
Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wajiyaki yuki.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'd hate you too, bro.
Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wajiyaki yuki totune. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa.
What's the price for her?
Watakratunji mularayi mulakritirite krakolo mebosa.
I guess I can try to persuade him.
Muliwrawa iberendia tia Vishnu nunca se utatira.
Okay, so this quest is gonna come up kind of interestingly. Obviously, there is a person, there is a humanoid alien involved of Twilight descent. And that is a thing. Okay. We're gonna get that off screen. Download the area map, then we're gonna log out because I can't go anywhere. This will take me to Entertainment Module 081 to go get my stuff. I am going to do that before I continue. Now, why that particular conversation is interesting to me is, as he said, he bet everything on a Pazak game. I will show you what Pazak is in just a moment. But he also bet his girlfriend. He bet the woman he is dating. He's with. Now she is paying the consequences of that, which sucks. It does. Dennis Dobo. Dendis. Okay, I heard that you mince. Oh, nice. Robes. Okay. So I could have a Dark Jedi robe. Or a Padawan robe. He's also got a crystal. It's got a long sword. That is super expensive. Oh my god. That is 18,000 credits. Buy that item I can. I could buy this. Not right now, but I could. Crystal, robes. Padawan robe's not that expensive. The Dark Jedi robe's a little bit. Now let's meander over here to see what Saman has. I love this sibling rivalry here. Like that, I just have principles. So here's a novice robe, which gives me a really cool added here. So that's kind of cool. Couple other things to look at. Green crystal. so tempted to get this. We're gonna buy this item actually. And we're gonna put it on me because I don't want to wear these clothes. We're also going to give me a long sword. Gonna give you a field survival pistol because weapons are nice. It has a sword. Don't know why. I love this series, honestly. This series and I are such friends. I also like this one in the Jedi Knight series.
That didn't look like an accident to me or my associate here. It looked like you wanted to make a fool of him. Not even an apology. That won't do at all. This Sulluston here had a few things to say about us that we didn't take to so well. We're just trying to work out our differences.
I'd like to hear his side of the story, please.
This doesn't have anything to do with you, stranger. Just move right along. Have a drink in the cantina.
I really think you should leave now.
Yeah? Or what? You're gonna teach me a lesson? Go ahead. I hate your kind anyways. Keep your nose in your own business. Believe me, there's nothing to talk about. You must be kidding me. 100 credits? Why don't you just run along and let us handle this?
I don't want to fight
Have
you.
gotten involved.
I don't want to fight you. I really would like to not fight people today. But apparently you all just absolutely feel the need.
More where that came from.
These people are so ridiculous.
Let's settle this.
Really? Like, for cereal Kreia. Oh, look at that. I can do this. Skills. We'll pop that distilled for now. Mobility. Melee weapons. Dual strike. Empathy? We'll do empathy. Sorry about that. Dominate mind. Okay, except at least it keeps me alive. Time to do the same thing with that. Oh, I try not to level people up as much as I can. Atton is relatively a useless character right now. Okay. He gets sneak attack. He precise shot increases the intro bends. Also to any attempt to deflect the blaster bolts. How are you missing? You have a sword. You are point blank range. I don't understand this bitch. Thank you, I was completely helpless. Why are they allowed to do this? Capitalism! You should leave in case their friends come. Keep your credits, honestly. I don't need them. Sorry about that. Unintentional. Whoa, camera, what are you doing?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll level you up once. Powers. We'll do Force Aura. Okay. So, as I was saying, here's where things get kind of interesting, right? So we talked to Hara. We haven't gone back to get our stuff yet, so we're not going to go back to get our stuff yet. First, let me show you what happens in this game.
For a game of Pizak?
Let's play.
Thing. Let's have a seat.
Let's play for fun. So, I do not have a deck myself. I do not have my own cards. And when you choose your cards, they go over here. Right? So, because I don't happen to have my own cards... Oh, hold on, let me do this. Because I don't have my own cards, I have to use this. This is all I get. This is what I have. So we're going to play with this side deck, okay? This is what I can play with. Now, the entire point, if I remember correctly, is to get to 20. But I could be wrong. So we're going to end turn because I don't want to do anything there. I'm going to stand. Notice we tied, okay? Set is tied again. It's mildly like Star Wars. I'm gonna have to stand and take the L. It's mildly like Star Wars Blackjack. You can gamble on this. I have played it decently and actually made quite a bit of money on it. Credits, whatever you want to call it. That takes a minute though, because you really need to have good cards, particularly once you get to Nar Shaddaa. There is the possibility to make... See? They busted. But there is the ability to make some decent money on the game. Depending on how much you're willing to bet and how many good cards you have. But notice they were just able to beat me because she went from, 23 down to 20 using a negative card. Some of them are plus and minus. They can do both. I'm gonna stand and hope to God she busts. I was defeated.
Looks like...
So, But notice here, see, this is an advanced Pizak side deck card for use with a Pizak deck. This card exchanges the sign positive or negative of all your 3s and 6s in play. So, like, let's say you had 27 points, but there was a 3 and a 6 that were positive. You could actually reverse those to negatives. Same thing with this 2 and 4. The plus and minus 3 just means you can change its whether or not it's going to add or remove from your total. But it is just essentially Star Wars Blackjack, and we will play a little bit of that. We're going to avoid... I can't avoid you.
No more trouble.
Can I fucking help you?
You don't know who I am?
Someone with an inflated view of himself?
You haven't been on Citadel Station long, have you? Let me introduce myself. I'm Benok, the man in charge of Lopak Slusk's protection. You do know who Lopak Slusk is, don't you? The two gentlemen with me are Matu and Nahata, Slusk's finest men, other than me, of course.
Oh, leave the woman alone, Benok.
I bet she'd come out on top if you fought.
Now, look, I meant no disrespect. You're probably Slusk's strongest woman.
It's your skin, Bannock.
Bannock's voice actor
Slusk could easily replace you.
just sounds like grease to my brain. I don't like it. But, you know, mess with me and I will kill you.
Leaving anyway. Come on.
Wise man.
It's always a good idea to leave me alone, especially when the goth Dami mommy tells you to. Because you can't tell me that's not what she's wearing. It's not necessarily what I'm wearing, but it's what she's wearing most definitely. Oh look, Ramana. So this is where things get interesting, okay? On a technicality right now, I could buy Ramana from him. From there, I have two choices. I can either set her free and let her go talk to Hara and get pissed at him and break up with him and go live her own life. Or I could continue to keep her, dancing, totally not enslaved. And you can come back to her and she gives you her earnings. And that's just real hard to handle. Because it's like, money is nice. Money is always nice. But also mild enslavement. So for right now, we're going to table that discussion. Although I could totally do it right now, we're not going to. We're just gonna leave the cantina, go get our stuff, and continue from there. Mainly because I really don't know which way I want to go about it. I admittedly usually keep her around because, again, money. But it is also possible to let her go, and it's a nice thing to do, and it's light-sided points and blah blah blah. This is where that not wanting to be bad but also knowing capitalism is a thing comes in, so.
Welcome to Entertainment Module 081's TSF station. How may I be of assistance?
I'd like to get my shit, please.
I will call up the appropriate information now. One moment. Searching. One moment. I regret to inform you that the Ebon Hawk is gone. The TSF believes it was stolen and is currently investigating.
The TSF are useless. How is that even possible?
It seems the Ebon Hawk was transferred to Telos' surface instead of an impound dock. However, both the requester and the point of delivery are unknown. In addition, the vessel is not showing up at any government-sanctioned landing site. I would conjecture that it has been stolen, and the TSF records have been illegally accessed and modified.
I knew it! That stupid T3 unit stole our ship. It's probably joyriding through the system right now, laughing at us, laughing at me.
That is unlikely. While your utility
I don't know why you hate T3 so much, Atten. He didn't do anything to you.
Incoming and outgoing vessels. There is no record of the Ebon Hawk leaving the system.
Wait, you're saying the ship's actually somewhere on Telos' surface? I don't understand. Telos' atmosphere is highly corrosive outside the shielded restoration zones. Where else could someone land safely?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that's all the information I have for you. Of course, the quarters in Residential Module 082 will remain yours until the situation is resolved.
Well, at least we have a place to sleep. Can I get my shit back at least?
You will find them in the security lockers.
Is there anything they can do?
And extending our offer of free room and board.
I'll be going. I don't even want to deal with it. Ugh. Like, I know that happens in the game. I know that's a thing, and it's still so frustrating. Alright. Oh, I forgot I have a spacesuit. So many stimulants. Why are there so many stimulants? Hold on, when did I get those? Let's see. Oh, hold on. I has a partner home. And he's wearing a shirt. Look at that.
I know, shocker.
It is a shocker that you own a shirt.
Oh my goodness. And it's not even my nice shirt.
Can I have a kiss, babe? I made bougie SpaghettiOs for breakfast.
So did you ever message that person back saying that they want to send it back? I'll refund
I
it.
asked what they wanted to do, essentially, so. Alright.
Because we don't have the card that they want. Sorry, man.
I did also explain.
I looked at them. I've listed those cards before this point.
One moment. Alright, sorry. Hello. We had to talk Pokemon for just a second. I didn't know I got some Zai-San Sha Initiate Armor. Or maybe I just picked it up, Lord knows. So that just gives me a defense bonus of 4, which this only gives me 1, but it does give me some nice other stuff. However, I am going to go with this because Dexterity does not restrict the use of Force Powers. Long sword equipped. I want to see what happens when I put these on. So 3 to 14 plus 5. What happens when I put the Vibro Sword on? 4 to 14. Let me Vibro Sword my other side. 3 to... Ooh, okay. So we're going to have to Vibro Sword it, which is fine, because I can put stuff in other people's hands. Reflex, cardio regulator, safety harness. We're going to do that just because. My thingy, and then an energy shield. I'm actually going to do the pheromone package. Neural band, stealth field enhancer, which I don't need right now. Meditation band's nice. Do that. And then insulated gloves is all I've got, so it doesn't really matter. Blaster rifle. Screw it. I don't use a gun much. Now you... Blaster pistol, and then the field survival pistol. -1, but still decent. And then we will give you the long sword, short sword combo. And then Sonic. Okay, it's really bad that this like the mining lasers are better. That's absolutely hilarious. We'll do the Vibro Blade. Am I running a Vibro Blade or am I running Vibro Swords? Okay, Vibro Swords. Alright. So that's where we're at. We have re-equipped our... Oh, I did not re-equip everyone. Oh, we're gonna give him this one. We're gonna give him that one. He can do this and this, and then we'll give him Retinal Combat. We'll give him the survey gear, why not? Insulated gloves, because the fact that I can still put gloves on Kreia is absolutely hilarious. Mandalorian melee shield. Cardio regulator. Constitution +1, and we'll give you the neural band. Because why not? Okay. Everyone is now outfitted. I don't know if you can hear my partner in the hallway, but he is feeling himself right now. So, on the upside, this armor doesn't make me look totally caked out, which is nice. Okay. So, download the area map, log out. Okay. Oh, hey babe! He can't hear me. 1 second. I have a question on ethics for you.
Oh god.
So there is a person in this cantina. She is a Twi'lek who was used as bedding fodder by her partner.
Oh yeah, I think I remember.
And now
I
she is
think
a dancer.
Yeah, I remember
So
you playing this before.
I have a question.
Are you
Is it so morally totally wrong to buy her and keep her for money, but is it the better fiscal response?
Depends on how much they make. Because how much they make versus how much you have to put in, man.
I think the first time you get money from her, it's like 600 credits, but it goes up every time.
How much do you have to pay to buy her?
2,000.
But you can at least make 3 more trips back?
You can.
And that's the way you're going to get money back. You're going to have to go at least 3 times.
Okay, so as far as I know, this is the thing. If you keep her as a dancer, I refuse to say the S word, Romana will pay you her earnings. She will do this every time you advance in level, and she pays you 100 credits for each level you currently possess. So every time I level up, I can technically come back and talk to her.
Does it accrue? So like if you level up 10 times while you're gone and you go and talk to her, you get 1,000?
I think so, yes.
Okay. Then
right now I would get 700 from her because I'm level 7.
Fiscally it is technically better to keep her.
It's the fiscally responsible thing is to keep this person dancing.
Long term.
It's so horrible. Okay, we're gonna do that. I feel bad. I do. I know that I'm smiling about it, but it's one of those things where this is a game where having credits becomes a thing. So let's talk to him first. I've come on behalf of Hara. Credits, if it must be. That's a high price. Nope. I cannot afford that price. Is there something you want to exchange? I'll be going now. Okay, so at this point I can attempt to win her in Pazak, or I can spend 2,000 credits.
How hard is it to win Pazak?
It's really not. It's essentially... So I will show you Pazak real quick.
Sure.
I remember it being like a really convoluted
Let's play for credits. We'll wager the top of 40. Okay, so it's essentially 2-person blackjack up to 20.
Do you get the choice? Which one are you?
I'm this one. I only have cards that minus out. It doesn't help me here. If I stand, I lose. If I...
Well, you might as well hit it. Hope for the best.
Well, we both wasted and we tied. Oh, I only have to beat you by 1. Shit. We won the set. Okay, we won the set. We're good.
I'd stay.
This is why I have him. It's so much easier now that I have him.
It's a lot different than the actual blackjack, because this one at least gives you the chance for modifiers. So if you really need...
See, but now we're both down to 1 card.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yours is only a -1.
I'm gonna end the turn. It's their first one. It's best of 3 anyway.
Oh, is it their first one or that was their second?
That was their first that they won.
Jesus.
But they have no cards left. I have
And when
1.
the computer wants to win, it will just win.
Be nice.
Well
you have defeated your opponent.
So yeah, so that is how Pazak works. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna buy some cards. Buy item. Buy. Okay. So
Hey there.
let's play.
Sure.
Let's play for
Yes.
credits. Why not? Wager, clear cards. Okay, so I have 5 cards. I feel like I should do 2 plus 2 minus.
I would do 3 minuses and 1 plus, I guess. I don't know, that's my opinion.
Well, because these can be plus or minus. These flip the amounts.
Oh. So, like, when you're pulling from these decks...
It's random.
It's random with other cards in your... So
It's
like,
random in my side deck.
Oh, okay, so your hand. But...
We both used one, though.
Just stay.
I'm gonna stand. I don't
Well,
have
you
to...
just took off one of their cards at least. Then you guys are tied still. Oh, I was gonna say I would have stood.
Can't do anything there.
I would have stood at 17. Knowing that they had a 16.
True.
Just stand there.
Now they are down to 1 card. Notice this.
Now your manipulation should be good. Oh.
Of course not.
It's like when you and the dealer both get a blackjack. It's just -3.
Can win that one. I'm just gonna have to hope they don't get. There we go.
No, wait 1 second. Wait for the next turn. Okay, never mind. You don't.
Yes!
Let's see. You don't gotta wait for the next turn. On the hand
Damn.
where you didn't have to hit it, you could have. You could have waited for them. You could have just let them hit and hope that they busted because they had a higher chance of busting.
Hilariously though, with her, you can really only play for 40 for so long, and then you're out. So we're just gonna do that.
What do you mean? Then you're out.
She only has so much money you can win from her. I think it's like 10 or 12 hands total, if you're doing top bet.
Which is 40.
And then there's swoop bike racing, which I'm absolutely horrible at.
Some.
We're not even gonna try the swoop bike right now. We are, however, gonna go back to the Dobo, these guys. We're gonna shop. We're going to sell because there's stuff I want to sell. So, weapons. I want to sell you. I want to sell you, you, and you. You. Armor. I don't really like the Ion Striker because it really only does stuff against droids. What? So I have an absolute fudge ton of these things that I never use. So I'm just gonna sell all these. I mean, I guess I could keep that one. Yeah. So there's that. Yay. Now let's go here. We're gonna take this off. If I do it right, we can take it off. And there's a reason why I'm doing it. I want to put this stuff on mine as creator breakdown. Melee. Damage, slashing, energy. I don't have the ability to make any of the grips yet. I do love the Nagai grip though, so. Yep, so close. Now we're gonna go back to upgrading items. What I love is you can actually upgrade this. So regeneration, I'm gonna add that to it. Now to upgrade this. I'm gonna put this on, assemble. Put this on, and then we'll assemble, and then we'll be done for now. Ow, I just hit my mic. I'm so sorry about that. So, yep. See, now we're at a pretty good amount here. Let's talk to him real quick. Let me shop. Green crystal, I could totally buy it. I do need a crystal eventually. Did you have anything I actually wanted? Yeah, we'll buy that. That'll be all. Because it's honestly the other brother who has the better one. So this is where life is going to get a tad dark for half a second. We are going to go buy Romana. We are going to keep Romana, and I feel really bad. So. How much do you want for her? Still can't. Is something you want to exchange, maybe? How about we wager her? Oh, this is dangerous. There we go. I've used 2 cards already. He's used a card now. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. I wasn't sure that was gonna work. Oh, I was holding so much breath in, I don't know if you noticed. Ta-da, I've officially won Romana. I totally could give her back. I am not going to. I feel bad. But money.
Jarumamba Kondusoto, Donache Rami, no se nega, Moros mas Marana.
Yeah, mild dark side points gained. I only went down a little. We're fine. She's so nice. She sounds so happy to talk to me. Yep, there's 700, so I at least got 700 out of that. Plus I didn't have to spend anything. So that's amazing. Yeah. We're just not gonna talk about that one. No one needs to know what I just did. Okay, entertainment module. I will show everyone swoop racing eventually. I'm just not a big swoop racer. I'm really bad at it, honestly. Alright, Dennis Dobo. Just let me shop. Okay. There is the Dark Jedi robes, Padawan robes, Sinagar, Chani, powered. I really want this, but it is 18,000 credits, so that's... One second, I have to... My son apparently got paint on himself. His favorite color, even. And they were letting me know. A Sith mask? Blocks mental influence. Oh, interesting. Regal visor. Persuade, charisma. Ooh. I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted because that Regal visor will come in handy. So we're gonna buy it. It's a little expensive, but we're gonna buy it. We're gonna put on the Regal visor. Which, if I'd have gotten that before talking to Doten, I probably wouldn't even have had to play him. But this way it gives me a little more, because I think I'm wearing that pheromone package, right? Yep. Onward, upward, and outward. Okay, so we have already been this way. Oh, wait, there was something I needed to do. Dang it. Turn around. Turn around. Every now and then I forget I need to go get a quest. I really forgot. I shouldn't forget that, but I do. So here we are, running back. Run, 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 run. I don't have enough caffeine in my life today. Okay, so we're going to... There you are, you beautiful bastard. You absolutely useless mofo.
Something I can help you with?
How you recover?
To be honest with you, I just don't know. We desperately rely on the fuel to keep Citadel Station running. If we can't find a new fuel source soon, we'll be in bad shape. There's enough fuel in the reserves to keep Citadel Station from falling out of orbit, and for managing the restoration project, but not much more than that. Absolutely.
Is there anything?
We need to find a new fuel service, sign contracts, make agreements. A soldier like me is not good at that sort of thing.
If I can help you, I'd like to.
You? You've got enough trouble, I think. And this is all your fault anyway.
Why is it my fault?
Look, it doesn't matter what I think. But sure, if you find someone with a load of fuel in their hand they'd like to sell to us, let me know. I'll be waiting.
Okay, so that's a start.
Something I can help.
Do you have any work?
Interested in help? This
Tell me about him.
Bounty, so to speak. But we're looking for a man named Batono who's been missing for some. Also, two ruthless killers that we'd managed to. We're also looking for.
Tell me about
Batono. The
Batono.
Overseer of dock operations for Zerka, and was assisting us in uncovering the elusive black market smuggling operation that appears to be operating at a Citadel station. A few weeks ago, he suddenly disappeared and hasn't been heard from since.
Okay.
Well, that's the problem. Our investigation wasn't exactly government sanctioned.
What?
I may have been specifically instructed not to pursue the matter.
Capitalism.
The important thing is that Batono's gone missing.
Circa.
I want to know what happened to him. Maybe there is, but that's not the point.
Little guilt there, bitch.
I want to know what happened to him.
Do you think Zerka did it?
They would be desperate to keep him from passing on his knowledge to the TSF, but I don't want to believe they would go that far. I don't think Zerka has gone that far yet. More than likely, they have him locked away somewhere. That or he's gone into hiding.
I'll see what I can dig up.
What is it?
Tell me about the criminals.
They were spotted by security cameras in the docking area, and we quickly moved in to apprehend them. We captured them shortly after you were placed under house arrest. Some sort of electrical malfunction. A side effect of the false Batu Rem's attack enabled them to escape. They overpowered their guards and escaped into the Citadel.
Oh, that sucks.
I
Do you
can't
think they were behind
imagine
it?
anyone would want the help of killers like them. Perhaps exchange, but they've never openly crossed us before. There are
Alright,
two of
what do
them,
you know about
a
them?
Rhodian and a Deveronian. They're well armed and obviously extremely dangerous. They haven't left the station as far as we know.
See
Alright,
what
just
I
be
can dig
careful.
up.
We've already... What is it?
Talk to you about the last one. What about
The assassin
Batu?
who tried to kill you, right? The real Batu Rem's one of us, and he's off the station on leave. I hope Batu's okay, though I'm expecting the worst. Shame. He was a good kid.
Is there any way?
Yes, we looked into it and found that he arrived via a tramp freighter in Docking Bay 3. Unfortunately, the cargo and passenger manifest as well as departure location was not disclosed to us. That's all the information.
Alright, I'll see what I can dig up. Alright, so now we have 3 extra quests because we didn't already have enough to do. But honestly, you know, if you're not riddled with side quests like bullets, are you really playing a game right? Are you? Like, really? If you don't have like 3,000 quest markers, are you really playing the game correctly? Travelers. Where did I go? Oh yeah, I went here. Okay, so this is what I want to do first. I want to try to talk to them. Let's see if it's looking ready. Batono. Here we saw these docks. I hate that some of this does actually take some dark side influence because I need to know who to talk to. Business here. I'd like some information on passenger. Killer's dead anyway. Could you please? 25 is fine, bro. First it. Shada. I'll be going now. So he came way of Nar Shaddaa. Circle a little bit towards you. Okay. I don't know if that's enough to go back to with Dolgren too, like to Dolgren with, but we're still going to talk to him about it because I haven't played this in a very long time, and I don't necessarily know if I actually do need to talk to someone on Nar Shaddaa if I ever go to Nar Shaddaa. So, thoughts. That noise is going to come up every time we get out of a loading screen because I flat out refuse to level up unless I have to, and there is a reason for that, I promise.
Something I can help you with? What is
Talked
it?
about
The real Batu Rem or the assassin Batu Rem?
The assassin.
Oh, what is it?
He arrived from Nar Shaddaa.
Bay 3. More suspicious activity. But Nar Shaddaa? Sounds like you've made some powerful enemies. Here's the reward for the information. And if you find out anything...
Okay, so I got something out of that. Is that still a thing? Nope. Technically we just finished that particular quest, so that's good. Now to go to Residential Module 082, we're going to talk to first Zerka, and then the Ithorians, because they happen to be... Zerka happens to be closer to where I'm going to transfer into. So... that's the apartments. I need to go down here. This is Zerka. That's the exchange. We don't want to go talk to the exchange yet. We don't. I'm going to leave them alone for now. I have a bounty on my head.
I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station Branch. How may I help you?
I'm here to see Jana.
She has been expecting you. You will find her through the door and down the hall on...
Okay. So in a moment or two, I am going to turn off my camera. Just give me 1 second here. Yes, so in just a moment here, actually I'm going to get it started now. I have to turn off my camera because I have my child coming home. So really quickly, let's change the overlay around. Oops. Save that. Camera off.
He's not here yet.
I know, but he will be. Ad on Twitch is about to start. I'm going to put myself back on the Be Right Back screen. My camera is off for now because my son will be home. I will be back in just under 3 minutes. Alright, I am back. Hello. So, I have my camera on for just a second because I'm actually getting ready to leave. My partner, because he's home from work due to issues at his workplace, he does have to go get a couple things done. I have to go get a couple things done. No, he is not injured. He just reminded me that since he's actually home during the day, we probably should go like do our prescription stuff and yada 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 because yay having the diabetes. So I am going to save here. Where we are at right now is we are in the Zerka offices, and we are going to go talk to Jana Lorso. She's not a very nice human being. She's just not. But I will be back possibly later tonight, possibly later today. It really depends on timing with more of this game. So much love to everyone. Mwah. I will see everyone as soon as I can. And I hope you have the best day that, you can. Bye, y'all.